Hello! So today's tutorial is what looks like scalloped potatoes, but my mom just calls it baked potato. Why? Because you have potatoes and you bake them. Duh! This is her little vintage cookbook, handwritten and everything, and it's really easy to make, so let's get started. First you'll need about 2 pounds of potatoes, cleaned and peeled. So we're going to peel it nicely, just like that. Once we are done peeling, we're just going to slice it vertically. You don't want it too thin, because when you bake it, it's going to get too thin. It's going to start breaking apart, like when you touch it, even though that one was too thin, my bad. But you also don't want it too thick, because if it's too thick, it might not be as soft as you want it after it bakes, and it just won't be enjoyable. It's really good, really easy. Again, my bad for the super thin slices, but no way to avoid that, especially for the ends of the potato or the edges. But yeah, so you want it to look just like that. So once we are done, we're gonna place them on this Pyrex. We're just gonna layer them, and we're gonna put the cream layer by layer. But for now, we're gonna get started with our cream. You'll need 1/2 cup of water, about 1.5 cups of milk, 4 tablespoons of butter, about 1/3 cup of cheese, but honestly, if you love cheese like I do, put as much as you like. And you'll also need about 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and then you're gonna give that a little mix. Once the cream is ready, like I said earlier, we're gonna put it into the Pyrex layer by layer. So we put some on there, then we pile on the potatoes, and we put some more of the cream. And my bad, I actually made a mistake earlier. See that cheese right there? I wasn't able to evenly pour them out. It's really hard to record and cook at the same time. So I just piled them under those potatoes. And now we add more cheese. And as I said, if you love cheese like I do, put as much as you like. Pile them on top. And now we're just about ready to put that in the oven. I should have mentioned earlier, your oven should have preheated to 350 degrees, and now we put our baby in there, and we set our timer for about 40 to 45 minutes. Once that's done, we're going to do a knife test, and that just means we're going to poke a knife through our potatoes, making sure they're soft, and it looks like they are, but not quite, because the potatoes are still moving. They should stay in place with the knife poking through smoothly. So give it a few minutes. It's really up to you, just keep an eye out, because after that we're going to try another knife test, and this time it looks like it's going in nicely. So we are ready to serve. And there it is. Nothing super pretty or super fancy, but it's really good, tastes super nostalgic, and I know that melted cheese on top looks super good, but I promise you guys the bottom layers are much better because they're softer, they've been more heavily soaked in the cream, and it's just super good. And that's it. Enjoy making this and eating it. Happy quarantine cooking and eating. But don't forget to like and subscribe down below.